Hi folks, this is Arvin Talley with Elixir Mortgage Lending, and today I was going to take you through some of these things. We actually emailed this out, but these are 10 things that you want to make sure you avoid as a borrower. I'm going to kind of read them off a screen here, so bear with me here. We got one here. The first one, it starts out with, when you're in the process of refinancing or if you're about to refinance, you don't want to be changing jobs or quitting your job because that is a major no-no. That could end the deal. And as far as don't go out and buy cars or trucks or do financing while you're in the process of getting a loan, that's going to hurt your debt to income ratio. As far as credit cards, you want to use at the bare minimum, nothing outside your regular routines. If you're going out and making a big purchase at Best Buy and you got a bill coming due or things like that, that can affect your numbers when things are tight or close. And you don't want to just say, well, everything's going to be fine. Don't assume. I would definitely be cautious or talk to your loan officer first. In the case you don't want to be spending money that you're going to be putting for a deposit or a down payment because then you're going to get to closing, and if you're short to close, that could be a deal breaker. That's a big one. Let's see here. What else we got? You don't want to be, this is a loan officer thing more so than not to omit on the application some of the debts that you're not responsible or responsible for, that you're not responsible for them. Loan officers tend to sometimes be optimistic, hearing stories and trying to be helpful, but that's a major no-no. You don't want to be going out and buying furniture. Furniture is expensive and it's also a big purchase. Avoid it at all costs, like the plague. And as far as you do that after you got into the home or your financing process is done. In the case, let's see here, you don't want to be running your credit all over town. What ends up happening during that process, you're going to have to do a letter of explanation for every one of those credits. And anytime you go make more credit inquiries, then they gotta have to make more letter of explanation. It's annoying, but it causes delays more so than annoying. And that's for the lender and the people that are working in the middle, but it will be annoying to you too having to write, well, I ran my credit because I got a new Walmart card or a Costco card, and it's like, you just kind of weigh it out a little bit. It will pay off, I promise. In the case, let's see what else we got here. You don't want to be making large deposits because then you got the Patriots Act and having to explain where that deposit came from and the sources, all that stuff. Those are all delays, questions, and delays. In the case you don't want to be changing bank accounts because that's going to be a flag and it will cause questions and underwriting digging in. And as far as you do not want to be co-signing, for your son or your daughter or a family member or a friend during that process because that will affect debt to income ratio, and also it will affect having to do more documentation. And already a loan process has documentation and a pretty, strenuous process in a lot of them. So you don't want to be adding extra to the fire. We just want to kind of make it as smooth and clean as possible getting through this process. And it's not to be a daunting task, but these are major no-nos I just wanted to cover. And if you have any questions or anything we can be of help, let me know and we'll go from there. Once again, this is Arvin Talley with Elixir Mortgage Lending.